Hey, ladies and Germans, how you all doing? This is Con Ulrich.
And I'm Ringru. Hello, hello, hello.
And folks, we're going to kick off this week with taking another game from the 6 Divisions tournament. This is the 2v2 that's been going on for a short time here. Ryan, going to take us back through this in just a second, but we're on the Saint Mere-Eglaise, are we not?
Yeah.
Indeed. So take us through the players and take us through the rules one more time. What are we looking at here?
Well, in the left-hand side in blue, we have Team BS, Richardsfield Rebels, playing as the 4th Armored Division, and Shady playing as the 6th Airborne Division. And the right-hand side in red, we got Soviet Comrades, with Dnestr playing as 91st Luftlande, and ZhukoDim as 116th. Rules again, real fast. It's a 2v2 tournament, round-robin style, going on for 5 weeks or so. It's 6 teams within the tournament. Essentially, before the tournament started, both teams picked 3 allied divisions from 3 Axis divisions, and they can only play those divisions within the tournament. They can also only pick 1 home map for them to play, and like in a Premiership League or any sort of football league, American football, whatever, they alternate between the who's playing on their home field. And yeah, it's a pretty interesting way of doing things. And also, this is like the first replay in forever where we are covering 4th Armored. And I think now with how they've been nerfed a bit, we can lift the embargo on them a little bit, because me and Khan just 4th Armored
It was just too much.
Broken. It was broken.
It was too much.
They moved to 105 Serms on A-Phase, so it's only 2 Hellcats, and Mr. Paul the Abrams. So it's not. Oh no, Abrams. No, Abrams the Sherman commander. My bad. So it's not too bad anymore. But yeah, want to take us through the opening lineup?
Well, the opening lineup, of course. Well, taking a look at it right now, I'm just actually noticing there's a 210 off-map call-in immediately here, and taking a look at the initial positions, I'm a little confused, and maybe you can help shed some light on this for both me as well as the viewers out there. Seeing the 91st Luftlande, of course, these guys are lining up and definitely going to be looking to take that town, and that's exactly what they should be doing. But the Windhund, we talked about Windhund not being intensely...
They're not great divisions.
Yeah, that's the polite way of putting it. How do you think they're going to match up against Team Bullshit?
Well, 4th Armored's going to be a tough customer. Pretty much, ZhukoDim's going to rely on mortars to do Hellcats, so it's a pretty even fight back and forth. But also, you got a lot of Panzer IIIs and some nicely vetted Panzer Grenadiers. So it's really going to come down to play. And oh, look at this, we got the Mossy Pathfinder coming in right at the start. That could do really well, as that's really the main artery into the town. Some war game plays right, yeah, the opening napalm bomber.
That's a brilliant play right there. Now, taking a quick look at the breakouts, Abrams is going to have his way with the entire northern side here. Germans down to the south. I think neither side is really looking to aggress too much, and I kind of appreciate that.
Yeah.
Though, to be fair, I don't like this Kubelwagen with the Pioneers down here.
Oh yeah, it's a bit.
You were going to say, please.
But yeah, I mean, both sides down south are airborne divisions, so in an open field like it, it's not really the territory I want to be fighting over, but instead the town. And we have an off-map being brought in, and there's really not much infantry in the town here for 6 airborne, like Oxen, Bucks, and Pathfinders, and a Vickers MG. That's not a lot, considering.
I had totally forgotten about the Oxen Bucks. I haven't seen the 6th really being played that much these days. But those guys are surprisingly good, I would say.
Yeah, they're nice mix between like a Bren group and an air landing, as they have the 2 SMGs, 2 Brens, and of course the all-4 accuracy Piat.
True. Now, Panzerwerfer is being called on in, and actually I really like this consistent use of the off-maps. We will see more 6th Air troops being rushed on in, but it's not going to do anything for them. And down to the south, Ulig. Yeah, Alexander's here. Okay, yeah, cool.
Ulig's, just bumping morale up to a nice, healthy 3-star veterancy in the Faultjägers. And this is a, nice defense down south. Some light AT guns, some Faultjägers here, some SATs. What do we really need?
Okay, but give me your initial assessment here. I kind of feel like if we're looking at the western side, that AT got concentrated awfully far to the north. It feels like this one poor rifle squad got hung out to dry.
Yeah, that's not looking too good for him, yeah. I really want to note that the mortars being brought in, because we've got a bit of a breakthrough here from Windhund.
Exactly. I'm stunned here. I mean, and honestly, with these Martyr 3s, Abrams has to be careful.
Mm-hmm. Because those mortar threes can outrange Abrams, but at this distance... Oh no, they are out of range, southern mortar three. So you can start popping shots. It's going to be a bit hard getting that kill, because the mortars don't have veterancy, which is a pretty big deal when you wanted to get out first shot, first kill.
That's true. How do you feel about this entire position? Oh, never mind. Abrams is going to start taking firepower here, and he is, okay, just out of it now.
Yeah, he's just going to be able to back off. Yeah, the Panzer III coming in is going to be rather deadly, especially in his close-range engagement distance.
Well, so will that Hellcat that's coming up the northern arterials as well, though, too, so...
The Hellcats versus mortar threes, it's going to be a pretty even firefight between both, to be entirely honest.
That is also true, but I guess it's going to be very much who's going to get that first shot off.
Exactly. Or, two mortar... Okay, it's two Hellcats now, so... we got all the heavy AT being ripped out. And his Panzerwerfer could make the real big breaker, because I can just easily stun up Hellcats. Also, Messerschmitts are great for stunning up Hellcats early on, as they're lightly armored and they're open-topped.
No, but he's going for Abrams instead. So here comes that first Werfing coming up to the north, and I like this better.
Yeah, I like it. If he can Werf yet, he could, rush in the half-track and Panzer III to try to get a kill. Still a bit risky, because he is it could possibly be bazookas in his forest. Of course, there's a 6-pounder a little bit back. But here we go. Panzer III being brought up. Gonna try and go out half-track, and Abrams is just gonna be hanging out back.
And shockingly, by the way, Saint Mere-Eglaise itself has become completely red. The 35Rs are going to hold that down pretty darn nicely. But again, those guys are really good on the close-in engagements.
Now, in town fights, they're great, because if you lose it, it's 40 points, whoop-de-doo. And this is good play also for us from Dnestr. He's using the Feldjäger Flammenwerfers, which are vital in close quarters for our Ersatz troop, and not just, throwing in all the Feldjägers and hoping for the best. Because Feldjägers, they're not a big fan of CQC town fights.
That is very true. Now, I do want to make a quick call out as well. These Hellcats have been forced back by the Martyrs, which is completely shocking to me.
Yeah, I'm guessing the Hellcats kind of rent and run by run, and the Mortars just outshot them 2 to run, essentially.
That's true, but with the Mortar half-track supporting, I'm surprised it didn't get pinged, Yeah,
this Mortar half-track is about to stun up the second run, and it's Hellcats. It's gonna definitely go down. We've got machine guns.
Force the surrender!
Oh, yeah. You're right on that one. Just rush in 250.
Never mind. Machine guns took it out.
Machine guns, yeah.
Oh my.
That's pretty embarrassing. But, once again, Hellcats extremely lightly armored.
No point to shooting if you can't, Anyway. Oh, never mind. Abrams is down.
Oh, damn.
Wow. And the second Panzerwerfer. I didn't even see that.
This is really good play from ZhukoDim. Using the mortar threes, he's knocked out 2 of the 3 big 8-phase threats that 4th Armored can bring out, and he still has another 4.5 minutes to take advantage of his, he's knocked out the threats. Now's the time for him to continue the pressure and move up, and he hasn't really lost much. Still has the Panzer III, both mortars, and 2 Panzerwerfers, and another Panzer III too.
Okay, so, of course, backseat playing here for a second. Again, hindsight's 20/20. Do you like that 57 mil hugging that northern flank?
The AA gun?
No, there's an AT gun up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's really just to hold down that road. I mean, yes, it's not really holding anything else, and it probably would be a little bit more useful down south to counter his mortars. But I think that's a good position overall. That's definitely a play I would make, because you can just easily cut off that road. Unless, you get artillery and your AT guns forced to fall back.
And see, I don't know, for me, I kind of feel like, what the Martyr is right now. If you go north, you see there's that Spa troop and the Ersatz troop, and there's a next tree line to the north from there. I kind of felt that would have been a better position for it.
Yeah, that'd be a good position too. Once again, it's really just to hold your artillery.
Yeah.
Artery. Because that Panzer III is not going to move up right now because 57 mil.
That is very true, but, okay, 135R is damaged, and Martyr 3's been hit by the Hellcat. And apparently we have an off-map calling coming the other direction. Oh, dear Christ, the freaking Marauder.
Yep. Okay, so the Mortar has been nerfed quite a bit since the patch. It does actually get stunned up rather quickly, and it no longer has the veterancy in A phase. So, with like any AA unit, we're pretty easily stun that up now. It's still a rather force to be reckoned with, especially considering Mortar 3s aren't exactly good when fighting B-26 mortars.
Mm-hmm.
The open top and their AA gun. But yeah, it's not the broken A10 like A-phase dream machine anymore, thankfully.
A10,
just...
another war game reference. Oh my gosh, the other Hellcat went down, by the way.
Oh,
both Hellcats are dead.
Yeah, it's everything that Fourth Armored can really bring up in A-phase, like proper scary tank rise.
No, all they have left is 381 off maps. Not that's terrifying under its own, but that's not anywhere near as terrifying as the fourth used to be. Good God.
Yeah, and well, no, that's 6 Airborne.
No. But I mean, at the same time, though, seeing all that extra material coming on in. Good God.
Yeah, this is. I mean, Shady definitely made quite a silly play not going as heavy in the town, because that's 6 Airborne territory. He needed to send more AB power, it's just more infantry in general to contest. Because he can pretty easily contest it early on, because it's just the Flammenwerfers, which are the scary units. The Feldjägers can easily get killed at close range, and that's what 6 Airborne's great at.
Very, very true. Very, very true. Now, we have some of these trucks being brought forward. Are you gonna, okay, this is you. Are you going to just rush those trucks in and pound them out the absolute last second, or do you drop them and go on foot?
Oh, the 6 Airborne reinforcements?
Yep, these 4 CMPs moving in from the west.
Yeah, I just try to rush them into the town ASAP. I
Mm.
mean, it's usually a good chance that they won't get one-shotted by a tank, so it's just important to get into the town. Especially now that the naval off-map dropped earlier, all the units have fallen back, it's just time to do the counter-attack inside of that town.
Now, we haven't really talked about the percentage too much here, but the Germans are controlling 59-41, which would not have been how I would have called this early on.
Exactly, this is really good play. ZhukoDim has completely devastated Bills this match, and I mean, B-phase Bills can of course get more Hellcats, more Shermans, but ZhukoDim just has good positioning. He only both mortars are still alive, so he's got 3 Panzer III M's on the field as well. So this is really good for ZhukoDim. He's killed everything without losing a lot, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, I want to go down to the south real quick. Command Tetrarch's going to get aced by a Panzer Abwehr squad.
Bang. Lovely.
Oh, man. I love those guys too much.
Yeah, Panzer Shreks are so much fun in this game.
Yes, sir.
Because you can just sneak him into a forest, and no one ever expects like the extra 100-meter range compared to a Panzerfaust.
Also, you want to turn your eyes back to the town. We're going to see you get pounded by Panzerwerfers, and from that range, that's going to be a great spread.
Yeah, and look, those AB powers, yeah, they're completely stunned up. They're not going to be able to do bugger all.
Now, I do like the fact that we've seen some 20 mils being brought on in.
Oh, yeah. We got...
Go for it.
Yeah, that's definitely an interesting choice. I mean, no, they're not that great, but, you know, good fire support, especially when you're fighting against 6 Airborne, that's very lightly armoured. Those 20 mils can do rather well.
Exactly, and that was the point I was going to make. Even more so, I guess, and this is where I think that the whole Windhund thing actually works rather well, is even not looking at these light Panzer IIIs moving on in, well, along with the 91st kind of assisting, we do have this open area which is just short enough in terms of short enough ranges that their minimal armor doesn't really hurt them as much.
Yeah, the Panzer IIIs are lovely because, you know, they got a pretty decent gun, but it's really the veterancy, and, you know, a standard slugfest, they're going to lose, like, Shermans and Cromwells usually, but like you said, in this sort of short-range engagement distance, they're lovely, because they can just kill everything. We've got this one Panzer III flanking around the back here. That could prove to be rather deadly. I mean, that 6-pounder is facing the wrong way too, so that's going to give a Panzer III some time to open up.
Ooh, wait, there's the other P3 in the front too. Good gosh, this is just going all over.
I think he's going to lose the run that's just flanked round, because that 6-pounder is right, yeah, transmission damage. There we go.
Or maybe he's going to limp away just barely in time. Wow.
But still, that's lovely encirclement now. I mean, there's just one AT gun really left alive. That M21's pretty much buggered.
Now, we do want to note that it is Phase B, so we're getting the M4A176 up guns coming on in over here for the 4th Armored.
And that's definitely going to be rather good. It does have the veterancy and, you know, extra armor. It helps out in those slugfests between Yat and the mortars.
But how about rifle spam coming out now? Any kind of issues we should really be worried about here or no?
For 6 Airborne? Or, for 4th Armored?
Yes, sir.
Nah, I mean, 4th Armored's infantry is nice, but it's not like the best part. of the division. It's just
Also true.
it's just kind of nice to have an option between armored rifles and half tracks or regular rifles in regular. But once again, you're still going to have to rely on fire support to really get any kills, because they're not that great at killing by themselves.
True. Very, very true. But it is 59-41 still. The Germans continue their dominance, and Typhoon AT coming on after those martyrs. That tells you things are really, really bad when he's just wasting gun runs on martyrs.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say it's a pretty safe bet, because it's definitely going to kill those mortar freeze. But still, you know, it's just that's what he got. So that's something nice from Shady, helping pick off the northern front. But still, there's mortar freeze, there's panzer freeze, mobile wagons. There's a lot of armored targets up here, and it's gonna take a few more and a few Typhoon ATs to really clear it up.
Well, Zhuko's calling for the relief to start pounding in this area with Panzerwaffe barrages, and I imagine we're going to be seeing two of them pretty darn quickly. Yeah, both of them are resighting right now.
I mean, that's just a lovely group of infantry. Could easily get Panzerwaffes. There we go. Shooting right in that barrage. And that's gonna hit quite nicely. Got Mozzie Pathfinder dropping in some getting some kills, but you know, the Germans are still holding the town. And
Ju-87 being called in to go after that Sherman. That's a great call right there.
Yeah, it doesn't have the veterancy, but still, I mean, it can kill. And that Sherman's not extremely armored, so.
Well, and let's call it what it is too. The Germans have air dominance right now. I mean, yes, there are some, you know, P-38s. We got, you know, the Mozzie Typhoons that you're talking, the Typhoons, so on and so forth. But oh wow.
Oh damn! It gets a kill. Yeah, the AA is just not in position fast enough, and the Messerschmitt getting forced to fall back. But I think he has another Stuka 80.
Yes, he should. He should, yes.
At least.
I hate having to eat my hat, man.
I also hate eating hats too. They should really be in my head.
Also
not
true.
In my mouth.
Also true.
Yeah.
And the Marauders come right back in. Oh yes, and we're starting to see Hellcats coming in from the other side as well, from the 4th.
Yeah.
Now, regrettably, we aren't seeing a whole lot. I would argue from the 6th on this phase. Oh. Why is that?
Well, the 6th Airborne, real problem with 6th Airborne is that they just run out of steam extremely quickly. Not in terms of economy, because they have great economy.
True.
It's just they run out of units. They don't get many tanks. They don't really get much infantry to last them through. It really comes down to airplay, and they have really good airplanes, but you can't just rely on airplanes to win you the match most of the time. You know, 2v2 maybe a bit more because you have your teammate to rely on a bit, but still, it does kind of suck.
German armor out in the open takes a little bit of a pounding. Actually, did you see that the B-26 went down, so that Marauder is dead. So the suppression platform is gone, everybody.
Yep. I'm really liking seeing these rocket runs. Right now, the Messerschmitt 109 rockets are extremely good. Same with the Focke-Wulf rocket run playing too. Because they take 2 minutes to reload, so you can just keep constantly barraging the enemy and just getting some very useful stuns up, as you see his ersatz troop, and pretty much going to take out his AB Bren group and AB Para.
Okay, so here's the question. Ersatz Troopin versus Bren Group. I know we deride both of them as being either meat shields or just a complete waste of time. But, seriously, who do you think has the edge here?
Well, this is an AB Bren Group, so, you know, statistically a bit better. Against a more regular Bren Group,
yeah,
I'd give it to the ersatz, really, because they just have the HP.
And you might as well just soak as opposed to just taking the random damage. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Interesting call.
That's how I usually feel about it. Bren Groups just, I mean, they're nice because they're 10-point span, the regular runs, but they just die so quickly. Not even just your ersatz troop, but they usually, you know, they engage your ersatz troop, and then some.
Holy God!
Oh.
That Tempest came in to pry off that ME-109, and it was like, oh, never mind.
No, that's real good airplay. ZhukoDim and Dnestr both contributing with 2 starfighters, or well, one starfighter, but that's pretty damn good, I have to say.
And I know we've seen Dnestr and ZhukoDim quite a bit, so we know these guys definitely have the quality here, but I'm actually kind of stunned by the depth of their penetration here in the north. Yeah,
it's going really well. The Panda Grenadiers are being forced to retreat, but the main thing is Zuko's kept all his stuff alive.
Yes.
So even though, you know, Bill's is he has units to attack through. He now has to break through ZhukoDim's defense, and the Panzer IIIs and mortars are all in pretty decent ambush positions. Like our Panzer III up north is right in the array to, stop anything from just barreling down the road.
That is certainly true, and he's got the Peagrens there as well, support with the Fausts.
Yeah.
And it looks like that half-track's going to buy it pretty quickly here, but other than that, I mean, pretty nice.
Yeah, we got some more mortar IIIs and Panzer IIIs. ZhukoDim not even really using Panzer IVs, just using the tank-free dream team.
Oh, he's being super economic, because that's another P-38 Lightning going down, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's another one, and this is really good because you want to try and dominate the air game because 6 Airborne's major strength is the air game. And if you can keep out, that's pretty much one player gone.
Okay, so what can the Allies do to get back into this? We have 2 minutes over here until Phase C, of course. Looks like we're going to have another ME-109 making gun runs after the 6-pounder, so what do the Allies do to get back into it?
Well, they could either do like a big armored push down south, with Bills just trying to barrel through and make as much progress. I mean, we got some multi-power fighters right now doing some stuff, but also, I think just try to do a breakthrough up north. 4th Armored does get a lot of tanks, and Hellcats and M8s and Germans all used effectively can eventually break through Rintown, as Rintown does not have that staying power compared to 4th Armored. Later on in C phase, ZhukoDim can get the Panthers, which will definitely be rather useful. But I think it's really just come down to Bills who will have to attack like now and try to just make something happen. Preferably in like his northern middle section, which is a bit more open where he can take advantage of his 76 Germans and Hellcats.
I was going to say we now know how many airsoft trooping it takes to pin down a machine gun, but those P-guns kind of skewed the data there.
Oh, we got like his airsoft trooping squad.
Yes.
Blob just moving down south.
Giant platoon moving on in there.
This is some like Company of Heroes American tactics right here.
Oh no, I was thinking conscript spam, but that's fair enough too. M12 being brought on in, so this is a huge honking gun that you can get, that 155 howitzer.
I forgot all about it.
You never see them.
No, it's bloody expensive at 200 points, but it is the middle finger of God.
The middle finger of God.
You can just kill everything with that M12. Absolutely everything. It's just, what is he going to shoot? Is it going to be the fake good question? Is he going to try to kill armadas? Is he going to try to kill infantry? Going to try to kill Panzerwerfers? Who knows? We'll just have to see what it wants to shoot today.
Seems accurate. Now, to the north, that P3 in the ambush position did finally go down. I think that was a courtesy of either the M4, maybe? Or was that the 57 mil? Either way, it's pretty deadly.
Armored rifles.
Oh, yeah, good point. I hadn't even seen them there. Yep, that's one of theirs down. Does that make sense?
But you still have, 2 Panzerwerfers, Panzergrens, another Panzer III, and a Mobilrunken here. So that's still going to buy some time. And the problem is for Bills is that he doesn't have, like a Panzerwerfer equivalent unit, mortars, etc., to suppress everything behind the tree line and then push through. Because that's what you really need to do in this situation. Just drop in the rockets, barrel down the road, and just try to take as many blighters as you can.
Now, does that take as many blighters as you can with you, or just overall? Because I feel like at this point...
Overall, I mean, if you die and take some with you, then... I mean, it's better than dying and not getting any kills, I guess.
That's true, but I guess my point is that... At this point, can they afford to run with attrition tactics?
ZhukoDim, I'd say not really. I mean, Rintown does run out of a bit of steam, especially later on compared to 4th Armored. But, Zuko, all they really needs is like a Panther up here or here to really just hold down the line, because 4th Armored doesn't have AT weapons that can pen the Panther at max range.
That is very true.
So, the Panther in the right spot can just shut down an entire area.
Also true. Ooh, okay, Hellcat and P3 are going to start exchanging fire on this road. This is a very bad place to be if you're that P3.
Yeah, but he's going to rightfully move out of the way. I really love ZhukoDim's use of Panzerwerfers. He's been using them constantly all match. And he's been using it to, stop assaults and pretty much clear out that town. And he's been moving them all over the place. And he has them constantly firing, which is good. You want to keep our artillery and suppressing up as much as possible.
So who's impressed you the most besides ZhukoDim? I know ZhukoDim, we talk about that guy being a great player. He definitely is one of the top ones here.
Yeah, there's a time when a game was released when he managed to get like 50 victories and only 3 losses on the leaderboards in the ranked scene, which is pretty impressive, I have to say. 50-3 for a period.
Mean feat. We did see the Carpet Bomber B-26 move in. Luckily, he did make it out, but he did get quite damaged. Let's put it delicately.
Yeah, he's gonna be at home doing some R&R for a little bit, getting those repairs up.
Repair and request new men.
We lost half our gunners. We're gonna need some new ones.
Yeah.
Very,
very much a Memphis Belle thing going on here.
Yeah. We've got Pioneers being brought into town, and, you know, Shady... is he going to lose both of those airborne troops? Yeah, he's going to lose both of them to surrenders. That's not good.
Well, they don't mind being surrounded, but they do mind being, well, shelled.
Yeah. But the Pioneers, that's easily just going to clear out the town and hold it. 6 airborne can't really do anything down south, and deserting its trooping blob is just making a lot of headway, considering it's just Earth's trooping.
So Middle Finger of God, as you call it, which I think might be my new favorite name for this thing, along with the Pinocchio tank that we discovered a couple of matches ago. He's looking for the anti-air park, which I sort of understand, but I kind of feel like I prefer to shoot at the northern stuff like all those vehicles, but that's just me.
Yeah, the vehicles are more of a direct threat, but if he does manage to knock out the AA park, it does give his planes and Sadie's planes better run off the field. You're at the same time... You just got all these bloody fighters from the Germans, so I don't think it makes much of a difference.
That I was about to return and say, yep, I'm sorry, yep.
And also, I'm just point-wise, you know, ZhukoDim Dnestr at very solid +2 out at 2,000 right now, which is... I think I clearly run this match at this point. Unless Bills and Sadie can do a crazy, you know, rush and get like a +5 point advantage, are not coming back.
I.e. Zuko has a heart attack and Dnestr decides to cook dinner. Yeah, it's exactly true.
Exactly. Even then, I think on the units just on, like, you know, just sitting there doing nothing can hold it out for a little bit at least.
Probably accurate. Yeah. Probably pretty accurate. So you know, with this new 4th Armored, I am pleased to see the 4th Armored is no longer the God Division. I am thrilled at that.
They're still a bit OP, I'd have to say, but it's nowhere near broken. And no one, when I play matches, no one ever takes advantage of the Stuart spam, because you can get 2 Stuarts per minute, and you can just overwhelm the enemy defenses with a crap ton of light tanks very quickly. But you just don't really see that much anymore. But still, you know, they're more playable, which it only took them like 6-7 months, but at least they're fixed now.
Changes are changes, right?
Yeah.
I am kind of interested in, and unfortunately we'll only ever see the one player out of this, but I am interested to figure out how many of these airplanes have gone down. So I feel like every single time we've looked, an airplane comes in and something just gets jumped by 4 or 5 of the opposition.
It's like the Luftlande just springs out of a burst and like, surprise bitches!
Well,
just chases them down.
That's how you know it's a game, because there's more than 2 Luftwaffe planes being in this match.
Yeah, I mean, 91st Luftlande, we were talking about ZhukoDim a lot, but Dnestr's doing very great with his air dominance too.
That is
he's got
100% true.
Constant bombers, constant rocket runs with the Messerschmitt, and he's, you know, using his Messerschmitt, and also ZhukoDim's using his Fokker-Orbital Messerschmitt, one or the other, to just dominate the sky. And that's just completely negated Sadie's biggest advantage. Oh, Hellcat goes down up north too.
Yep.
It's the Panther.
Yep.
Is it a Panther?
Yes, sir. Panther G.
Yeah.
I'm surprised to see we also see a Befehle Panzer IV coming in. So you talked about only seeing the P3s. Yeah, it's... Oh, wow. And the Pac 38 takes out a Hellcat as well.
Huh.
They can do something. Huh.
Huh. Yeah,
okay.
I mean...
Ooh, and there's a P ground. Okay, there's an M5A1 and there's an M4A1. I thought to myself, oh, we're going to see a Panzerfaust. No, the only that goes down is him. That's it.
Yeah, this is... Spar troops are a little bit surrounded. Yeah, some deep recon missions kind of gone tip-top.
Yes, and even more humorous, at least for me anyways, the idea that he has all his weapons deactivated. So even if he wasn't suppressed, because he's coming down from that right about now, he still wouldn't shoot anyway.
Exactly.
What a mensch. But yep, we're coming to the end of this right about now. You want to kick up the +2 to get the last few seconds out here?
Yeah, 55.
Yep, sure. And there we go.
There we go.
But no, wow. I cannot...
The
Oh,
Germans
wow.
run, Khan.
I know. And the Henkel comes in and picks up 2 more tanks.
Yep.
Yay!
Yep. But has just solid play from Zuko over the breakthrough. Like, I already say 116th is, like, not a great division. You can make it work, and ZhukoDim made it bloody work, which is great.
Yes, he did. But that'll be the end of it. Wow. And a total defeat here. 20 minutes, 28 minutes, 2 seconds, and neither German player really carried the day, which is actually even better. I think that's fantastic.
Very good team play, like, both sides, even with Shady and Bill, was very close on the kills there. And, you know, there was quite a bit of, you could definitely tell there was team play, you know, voice communications, whatnot, between both teams, which is great. That's exactly how you should play a 2v2.
Mm-hmm. Very, very true. So this comes from the 6th Airborne side of things here. So the naval battery claiming some troops.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that,
it's, yeah,
minimal.
Big mistake not going heavy on a town early on, because his stuff just couldn't really work well in the open. And losses, he took quite a lot of losses too.
Well, the interesting thing I find out here is that outside of the airplanes, he didn't really lose that much in terms of vehicles. I mean,
yeah,
the 2 Cromwells at the absolute end, but other than that, I feel like maybe the 4th Armor got beat up a lot more.
Yeah, he just didn't really bring much vehicles out in general. It's mainly just relying on infantry and airplanes. And he did lose quite a few airplanes throughout the match as well, which isn't exactly great. Just looking at history real fast.
I'm going from the bottom, so see, 2, 3.
Pretty, like, the Allies lose a lot early on in A phase. And then it's a bit back and forth after that. Yeah, it's pretty much back and forth after that first 5 minutes.
Yep.
But, yeah, it's just damn good play. Damn good aggressive push, yeah, with 116th.
Indeed. So, Zhuko, Dnestr, congratulations, guys. Team BS, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have made fun of you for early on, but, you know. Better luck next time, bros. And I'm sure we'll be seeing some more great material from these teams soon.
Of course.
All right. But that's going to do it for us today, won't it, there, Rang?
Yep.
All right, folks, come back with us. And then I think we have another Asia game this week, don't we, Rang?
Yeah, we're doing Asia match next. Yeah.
Fantastic. So, folks, come back on our next post day, of course, to see check out that Asian division game from the Steel Division League. And I'm now boring you guys all to tears. So I'm Con Ulrich.
I'm Rangaroo. Take it easy.